toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers offense will get the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
On the ground, it's Stevens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Snagged in the middle. It's Schwartz. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Wolf. Pulls it in, it's Etheridge. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Looking to take a shot. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds a man by himself. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, come out of your own end zone. You know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
completion.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really...
He's got it on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Wolf. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Fakes to grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball. And it just trickled through his fingers. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Setting up for the extra point, then we'll put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. And the returner goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Minnesota, 13.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Wolf. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
4th down, coming up.
Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's got his man. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Breaks into the open. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. There's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes one man miss. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Looking downfield, it's Wolf. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, what a cut! They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Wants to throw on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Got him and nobody's close. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the punishment has been extended.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The hand to the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after having a nice game like that on first down here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
To the air, it's Wolf. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release by the QB. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and...
Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guy.
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Penn State 45, Minnesota 13.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Wolf. With the catch, it's Etheridge. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Hand off from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the tailback. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Plucks it out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really...
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Witherspoon. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat